Loves, welcome to Healer's Heart Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Rising, Venus. Keep in mind that this will not resonate with everyone. Take whatever applies to your story. Please leave the rest. If you force it, you will become confused. My readings are not gender specific, so when I say he or she, I am referring to masculine and feminine energy we all embody. And do go back and forth on. So gay, bi, straight, transgender, lesbian, it doesn't matter, whatever you are into. Welcome. There's no judgment here. If you're dealing with multiple people, just use your discernment to know who's who in the story, since sometimes they can mesh into one. I'm also Cancer, your intuition is like ringing. I feel like you might be even having a lot of ringing in your ear. All right, my loves, I'm just going to start your reading. Keep in mind, messages are general. If you want a personal reading, all the information for that is below. All right. So what's the love energy for my Cancer, Sun, Rising, Venus? Religious factors. Yeah, you're like I feel like you're having, or you're going through a lot of ascension symptoms. Like ringing in the ears, sometimes that happens. And I also feel like your guides are talking to you and communicating with you a lot. Your love life is being influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So you both can come from very different backgrounds or things like that. Or I don't know, maybe you both just see things very differently. I don't know, you believe in psychics and they're Christian, or they're Jewish, or they just see things differently. Alright, Spirit. Messages for Cancer, Sun, Rising, Venus. It could also be just your beliefs, period. It doesn't have to be religious or spiritual. It could be that you see things a certain way. You believe that, I don't know, a woman should stay home, and they believe that, I don't know, something like that, whatever. Just, they believe something very different than you do. And maybe you're just now noticing that. Oy, thank you. Vibration, yeah. I don't know. It's like you're realizing that certain things that they do is keeping you at a certain vibration, and yeah, you're wanting to put a pause on it because past experiences have told you, wait a minute, this doesn't feel right. This could be like an actual partner, and like now you're just seeing things differently, right? So like this could be someone that you've been with for a while now, Cancer, but you're starting to you're realizing that like the commitment and the connection that you guys have, or you guys are about to move into some type of connection or commitment or contract. It's like you're moving into it, but before you do that, you're going to pause it. I feel like you're going to pause it. Your wisdom is going to tell you, you guys are not aligned. Something's not aligned. Like, pay attention to it before you jump. That doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. It means that, and it feels like it doesn't, you're questioning it, you're doubting it, and you're stuck in your head, and that alone tells you that something's not okay. Right? When you're constantly going back and forth and you can't make up your mind, it's for a reason. There's signs that are cautioning you. Like, don't force it. And just allow yourself to flow with it. Like, don't get paranoid about things not going the right way, because the more paranoid you get, the more you're going to start to make shit up in your mind. Fertility. Some of you could find out you're pregnant. Healing. But I also feel like for a lot of you, as you're seeing a lot of different, like blessings. Like there's blessing and there's blessings and there's loss. You're starting to see the blessings and the loss. So for you, I feel like you're kind of, maybe you already took a break from them and you're already like in a pause. You put a pause to all of it. And you're kind of like, I don't know if I want to continue to create with you. I don't know if I want to manifest, fertility, create, or I don't know, what would you call it? Not fertility, like, I don't know, when you're fertile, you're starting something new, you're planting something, you're growing something, and you're wondering if you're like, I don't know if I want to. Maybe you're seeing, or you started seeing the blessing in their absence. For some of you, like, I don't know, maybe they, I don't know, receive in mystery. Maybe it's just that. Maybe you're realizing, okay, in this relationship I've given up, or I've given this, and this, and this, and this. And I'm starting to realize that it's like you had a hope, right? You had a hope that they were going to turn or be or act a certain way. And that after, it's like you kept setting little mini goals for them. Like, you were like, okay, well, once this is done, they'll be different, and then once this is done, then they'll be different. And you just kept having to kind of like adjust to their bitchiness and their whatever they were doing. It's kind of like, I don't know, like, I just feel like you kept setting little goals, and then once you got tired of that, you're like, wait, I gotta stop. Like, I'm realizing, like, your vibration, that's why I'm saying your frequency, my ears started ringing like crazy the moment I tapped into your energy. So I know that I'm talking to some, like, some cancers that are doing some crazy ascension, right? And that's exactly what happens. Like, I tell people, your ears start to pop. It's kind of like when you're going up in an airplane, your energy goes shoop, and you can feel everything and sense everything, and there's so much energy, and you just feel like you're going crazy. Well, when you don't know what's happening, you feel like you're going crazy. But I feel like you're just realizing that there's a very different energy between yours and this person, and you're like, I don't know. Can we do this? Like, you're just, let me take a step back and wait for a sign. Like, let my inner wisdom, like, you're just looking for answers, and you're not looking for outside people. You're going into your spiritual, into your side. And I feel like that's also what's keeping you separated, because your higher self, it's telling you, like, maybe at this point you've already outgrown the connection, or you're doing a lot of healing at this point, that it's only going to continue to hold you back. All right, Spirit, clarify vibration. Because I feel like you started giving yourself what you wanted, and that's when you were like, oh, so that's how I receive. You're like, I receive by giving it to myself. Because when other people give it to me, I feel like it's, when other people give us things, yeah, it feels good. But when we don't get it ourselves, it doesn't feel like anything. It doesn't feel like we learned anything. It doesn't feel like we grabbed it. Like, it doesn't, that's why kids that are spoiled don't, like, haven't worked for anything. It doesn't feel like anything to them. But when you work for something, it feels amazing when you get it. And so for you, that's everything. So you're like, oh, okay, so that's how it works. I have to give it to myself first. I have to earn it, and then I'll get it. And then once I get it, then it feels right. The Three of Pentacles, you're like wondering, can we work together with this type of vibration? Like with how different we are. Yep, Eight of Pentacles. Can we work together? Will this work? I feel like you're really in the energy right now. Will this work? Can this work? I also feel like you're putting a lot of fucking energy into work. But be careful that you're not doing it just so that you can avoid feeling this. You know, the Nine of Wands with the Ten of Wands. Avoid ending this, like, for once and for all. With the pause, like, you're just pausing it because you don't want to feel it anymore, but you want to keep, you're going to go back to it, and that's why it's only on pause. Like, use your inner wisdom to tell you what to do and do things differently this time. Spirit, clarify. Thank you. The Page of Cups. I mean, the Knight of Cups. This person might come to you with an offer. Like, once you step back, or if you step back, they're going to come with an even bigger offer. It could be marriage for some of them. Like, they're going to say, I don't want to lose you. I really want to connect with you. I really want to be with you. Yeah, they're going to come in with, like, purpose. They're going to be like, I really want you, and I want to be with you, and this is what I've always wanted, and I wanted someone like you. And I feel like they're going to talk a good game, but I'm not sure. I don't know. You're going to kind of, You're scared that you're going to end up waiting, that it's not going to grow. Like you're scared that, I don't know if that fear is coming from them. For some of you, it's not coming from them. It's coming from your past experiences. But I feel like it's your inner wisdom that's kicking in. But at the same time, like, know how to tell the difference and tell your body, tell your mind that it's not the same thing. Because as long as you feel the same sensation, the same feeling, the same pain, it's going to lie to you and tell you that it's the same thing. You know, even if it's not, and it's going to get a hold of your mind and kind of run with it. And then it's going to be really hard for you to get a hold of it and bring it back. Okay, so start there. Remind yourself this isn't the same thing. It's not the same situation, and it's not the same pain. And then if it continues to come up for you, because I can feel it right now, like coming up for me as a rush. Once it comes up, then tell yourself, like, when was the first time that I experienced this, and how can I heal this within myself? What am I feeling? Is it shame? Is it anxiety? Is it depression? Is it frustration? Is it ego? Is it like, who am I angry at? Who is it? Like, who am I thinking about? And for some of you, you might even like that energy or that all of that comes up. Sometimes it does make you feel nauseous. It makes you feel like it's so much, but it's time. And I feel like it's starting to come out. But like you're worried that like all of those triggers are going to be too much, and that it's going to bring you back into an energy where you're going to be controlled. There's something about being controlled. Like you're trying to put your boundaries up because you don't want them to get too close. Like you're really like, I don't know, like I want to see what happens. Like, don't force me, don't push me, don't nothing. I'm going at my pace, and if you don't like it, get the fuck out of here, because I can't do it. Like, yeah, you need time for your healing, and you're recognizing that you can't have any confusion. 7 of Cups. You're not going to have any confusion, is what I'm feeling. That's why it came out sideways. But I feel like as long as you allow this person to get a hold of that part of your mind, you will have it. The whole goal of that, while they're triggering you and confusing you and hitting those parts of your mind, the whole goal of that is so that you can find a way to not allow yourself to be a prisoner of what they're doing. That's the goal. How can I stop myself from feeling this? How can I be okay with what they're doing? How can I tell myself that what they're doing is not personal? And how can I make myself believe this? So that I can be okay, regardless if what they're doing is about me. I don't give a fuck if it's about me, right? I don't, like, regardless of what they're doing, the bullshit and the shittiness that they're doing, I want me to be okay. So what do I have to do for me to be okay? Like, for that, once I find out, because the truth always comes to light, and spirit has my back. Amen. All right. So when you're in that energy of, I don't care what you do, the moment that I know that you're doing something, I'm going to leave. I'm not trapped here. I'm not stuck here. I'm not, like you can change your mind and change directions. You're not stuck in one specific route with one specific person. There's 8 billion people in the world, right? There are plenty of fish in the sea, like there are. And you're at this point, you're refusing to be confused about it. Yeah, the Fool, you're ready to change. You're ready for the change to come into your life. And you're looking at the loss, but you're also looking at the blessings. And because you're focusing on the blessings more than the loss, that's when that's when you're going to start to receive. Beautiful. That's how you do it. You want to bring stuff in? Be grateful as hell. Tell the universe, thank you. Thank you. Like, literally sit there and think about everything that you have. And don't compare it to what other people don't have. Just compare it to what the little that you had, or at some once upon a time. Like, everything that I have right now and everything that I've built, like that I did for myself, right? That nobody helped me with. All of the pain that I went through, all of the shit that I had to go through, and where I am now. Like, get on your, like, thank spirit for that, because it wasn't you. It wasn't all you. Like, that's when we feel connected the most, because those are the moments where we realize that he was always there, that the Most High was always there. And it's not he, she, however you want to say it. The universe, the Most High, God, whoever you pray to, it doesn't matter, right? At that point is when we find faith, right? Pay attention to that. That's where you will receive and have gratitude. Like, you're not going to have a choice. You're going to raise your arms up and you're just going to want to hug spirit, hug the air, and hug everything, right? Because you're all of it, and all of it is you, and all of it is everyone else. The Nine of Swords, you're terrified of receiving. That's the problem. The problem is that you've never received. You've always been a giver. And the reason why you've been a giver is because you weren't hoping that people were going to fucking start giving to you, but they never did. So again, when you finally said, when I give to me what I give to others, I get more. Like, yes, that's exactly how it goes. And then you'll have extra to be able to share with others and not deplete your energy or deplete yourself. Right now, you're giving too much to other people, and it's shit that you just don't have. Right? And it is true, the more you give, the more you receive. But if you're giving to receive, you're not getting it back. That's not giving. It's empty. That's why I tell people, be careful when you're doing that whole little shit recording of people, whatever. That's empty as hell. Empty. I understand where people are like, well, it does motivate other people to want to do it. But no, if your motivations are to be on thing, then it's not, you weren't going to do it without the camera. So they're not coming, it's not coming from the right place. The Page of Swords with the Five of Pentacles in reverse. You're scared of losing it all, and you're scared that people will watch you lose it. And you're scared that they will ridicule you and they will judge you and condemn you and tell you that you were wrong and all this other stuff. No. If they do that, tell me. We'll go jump them. We'll go jump them, because that's some bullshit. People shouldn't be doing that shit anyway. Like, what the fuck? I'm sorry. Are you really going to blame me for going after my dream when you're just sitting there? Like, fuck off. You don't ever let anybody that's not willing to go after their dreams tell you what you're doing with your life is wrong. No, ever. You're going after it. You're doing it, Cancer. You're not in, yes, it's fucking scary as hell, but at least you're doing it. At least you're trying, right? People want to judge you. Yep. At least you're going. Eight of Cups. You're definitely fucking going. You're out of there. Oh my God. And you're going to have victory, and that's why they're going to be mad. Because they're going to have to eat their shit. Assholes. Oh, I hate people that are like that. Like, they're such haters. Like, for what? Like, seriously, like, for what? I mean, why can't we just, be happy for one another? I'm just saying. Otherwise, I don't know. What are we doing? All right. Overall advice for my Cancers. Thank you. Come to the edge, my friends. Sturdiness. Fear is leading the way into places you don't need to go. Most of what you fear at the moment is an illusion, stemming from an old belief that isn't even true. Now is time for courage. You will not be lost at sea. You will not watch everyone else get what you want while you are left alone and unloved. Oh, the drama of it all. False evidence appearing real is hovering over you. The more you dwell on fear, the more real it will become. Ask yourself, who in me is afraid? Love that part of you. Ask, is it true and real right now? The answer most likely is no. Give yourself a hug. It's okay to be scared. Courage must be summoned in spirit in spite of your fear. Even when you're not feeling confident, Spirit will always catch you. Wow. Way to let Spirit say everything that I just said in this reading. I'm like, a couple sentences. I don't know. That was amazing. I love it when they just confirm it like that. Because I just feel like you're doing so much changing, so much evolving, so much growing. And they're just saying, like, continue to trust the direction you're going because it's amazing. Come to the edge, my loves. Oh my God, I'm so happy for you guys. Thank you so much, my loves. I will see you next week. Praise to the Most High for allowing me to be your messenger. If you need me, my loves, you know where to find me. Bye.